Okay, rig review.
Rig review-ism.
Why is this so much fun? I don't know. This truck, he says he built this in 4 hours. I'm not really sure, but I was here and it wasn't 4 hours.
4 hours.
So, when did I build a Baja Blazer? I don't know. I have to go back and look. But what I can tell you is that when RC 4-wheel drive came out with this body, I got all excited, even though I'm a Ford guy, because this is an amazing hard body. That's all I can say. So I had to build one. But I couldn't build one that was normal and Blazer-ish, you know what I mean? So I created this Baja Blazer, and I kind of really liked the look of it. And then Rob kind of sent it to the next level when he built the white Blazer, and he's a Ford guy too.
I'm a tiny truck guy. I own Fords, but I don't care. I like good scale model tiny trucks. I don't care what they are, really. So yeah, I saw that and was kind of maybe like a little envious because, well, that's awesome. That is like so cool.
I kind of like it.
And there's actually a series just north of me at the Barbarian Scaleplex, Mr. James Watt. And one of the things that they do is they have a Baja style event. A little faster, the gates are set a little wider apart. And I thought, I'm totally going to build that, but the Florida version, which is this. And maybe get up there to go play at the Barbarian Scaleplex. So
what do we got here? I mean, to me, it looks like an RC 4-wheel drive hardbody.
It is. That's the Chevy hardbody, and it sits on a GCM full-leaf CMAX chassis. If you're not familiar with the CMAX, you should be, because they are super easy to work with, full-scale driveline. I mean, you know, why would you not build with a CMAX? I mean, they're fantastic trucks. Super modular. They fit just about everything.
True.
Which, you know that if you watch the GCM rig review videos, because I'm pretty sure you built everything on a CMAX.
Pretty much.
It helps when you make things to, like, make body mounting really easy. You just buy body mounts and they snap on and that's it. You're done. So yeah, I copied this 100% into this. A little different. One of the differences I used was, since this is a Baja truck, it needs to go fast, or faster.
Yeah.
I didn't use the GCM low-range transmission, which is the newer transmission with much deeper gearing, built for crawling, going slow, really scale. I actually had an R4 transmission that I held back, so they look nearly identical. This is the RC 4-wheel drive R4. It's geared way faster. In my opinion, this is not a good crawling transmission at all. It's just too fast. But for this truck, it's great because it goes fast. And I have one of the original LRT cases, which is straight up one-to-one drive. It doesn't overdrive the front end. The new ones actually overdrive the front end. How much? 11%?
Yep. The LRT2 combo, yeah.
Which helps in turning. You know, you get a little deeper pull with the front end, which is great for crawling, but this is not a crawler. This goes fast. So I held this back. I got that on there. And then the newest, coolest thing, which happened at USTE, was Castle. Castle released their new 4-pole crawler motors.
Crawler series.
Censored Castle crawler motors. And I drove one of those, a 1900 kV, at the Ultimate Scale Truck Expo in a truck, and it was awesome. I mean, unbelievable. Really smooth. So, there's a second part to that. The motors are great. Too bad you can't really see it, but the ESC that they're running with these motors are just like 1.5 postage stamps in size.
Yeah.
It's the 18th scale Micro X.
Which is actually perfect for truck crawling.
That you can hide them anywhere. You know, I was talking to Kate, and I said one of the big reasons people don't run brushless in super scale trucks is there's nowhere to hide that ginormous ESC.
And they come with huge wires and all kinds of stuff usually for high power.
Really, really a pain in the butt. So she says, well, we have these 18th scale ESCs, and the logical question was, well, can they handle, you know, a full size, you know, like a 540 big motor?
Yeah.
And that was, I don't know. So I think that she went back to their R&D department, and those guys totally went crazy and drove it. And so they do. So anyway, I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget all this. So It's the 1406 series of motors. They're censored 4-pole brushless motor.
Yeah.
They come in 4 speeds. 1900, which to me is perfect. And I actually have one at the house, and I will build a crawler, slow speed trail scale motor with that.
That would be the equivalent of maybe 45, 55 turn.
Slow,
brushed.
controlled, right. So they have a 1900, a 2280, a 2850, which is what's in this, and they also offer a 3800 kV.
Yeah.
The 3800 kV, they do not sell with the Micro X. I think it's a little too power hungry for that small of an ESC.
It would draw more amps than the other motors.
So yeah, that's
yeah.
They're roughly $75 for their motor, $75 for the ESC,
yeah.
which is newsflash, cheaper than a lot of ESCs. I know I used for a long time the little Tekin FXR, which is a little tiny thing.
Yeah.
This is basically the same footprint. It's thinner and longer.
Yeah.
So it works flawless. It's just fantastic. And you'll see, we did a video yesterday with these 2 trucks, brushed, nice slow scale brushless system, and this going up just a real simple rock wall, slow and controlled. And I don't really know that you can tell the difference apart.
Well, we should watch that right now.
We should put that on.
So we set up this thing here because there was rock was already there, but we wanted to show off the Castle system versus the Holmes brushless. So here's just a hill and a downhill. I mean, it's pretty easy stuff, right? With the Holmes and the 1060 ESC, I mean, there's really no reason why anybody couldn't get up this, like with smooth, control, lots of traction. You should have no issues with that. And then the downhill is the same. I mean, you set up your drag brake and you can come down however you want. You've got nice low-end control. The Holmes has lots of torque. And everybody's kind of used to that. But then, this is the Castle system, which is with the 2850, right?
That's correct.
It's a 2850 new Castle with the X small controller, the Micro X small controller. And I mean, that has the high gearing transmission in it. So, I mean, there's no reason to even worry about having the higher kV motors with any of our usual truck gearing. There's so much smooth control in there. It's incredible. It's a really great system. So, obviously, even if you have a fast truck and a much slower truck, with a Castle censored crawling system that's specifically designed to do that job, you can obviously crawl just as fast, just as much as you want. And the truck is so stupid fast, it doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know what you were thinking.
It is. Well, I mean, Baja trucks, Baja's fast. I mean, off-road desert racing, jumping, wide open throttle, rolling. Well, that part's not supposed to happen. I may have rolled this once or 10 times. So, yeah, it's just, really it's a testament to the CMAX chassis. It's super, super rigid. It goes together really easy. I probably bent the leaf spring, which I fixed. If you can see the setup. I actually have a 3-spring pack in the rear of the truck. And scale drive shafts, which are fantastic.
Yeah, really good, actually. I'm amazed.
Yep. And I don't know if you can see the totally trick steering on the front end. Can you see that steering setup? It's a little there. Oh, there it is. What do you see that's different there? Anything? Something is different.
Mid-mounted tie rod.
Yep, that could be it.
Mid-arm tie rod. That works amazing.
So the tie rod thing was just kind of a test, doing things a little different, just to see if it would work. It works. It works fine.
The geometry is great, and it hides underneath the truck so nicely.
Yeah, you don't have any clearance with like full compression since I was jumping the thing, so you actually get like gobs of suspension travel without banging the frame.
Yeah.
So it worked well. Works really good.
This what you're seeing on the video is slow-mo from, I think it was 120 frames per second that we did. It's pretty incredible that this truck, because it's geared high and it has the higher kV crawler combo, you really do get a whole bunch of fantastic rip out of it. It's pretty ridiculous, to be honest.
It's really, ridiculous, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why Baja Blazer?
Something different. The last thing that I built that went fast, not including the Yeti, short course truck, I don't count that. The last scale truck that I built that went fast was my full custom Bronco, the Go Fast Bronco build, which you can see on the rig review for that. And that's been 2 years ago, I think.
Yep.
So, just something different. It's just something different, that's all.
I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's cool. Do you have plans for this? What are you going to do with it?
It's not finished. I went ahead and I ordered a hood for it, and I got a tailgate coming for it, and I have to, so here's what happens when you're in a rush and you build things, you're going really fast. So I may have put the door panels inside the truck. I may have put them on backwards. I have to fix that. Pop the door panels off. I'll probably lose the mirrors. Your truck doesn't have mirrors.
They're big, eh? The mirrors are big.
Yeah, they look good though.
Actually, yeah.
They get smashed on everything, specifically when you roll the truck. Barrel rolling.
At speed.
Yeah.
High speed.
I don't know how fast it goes. Pretty fast though.
It goes fast. It goes kind of like a two-wheel drive slash. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
It's totally ridiculous. It's fantastic.
So, besides the transmission, you're using the RC four-wheel drive R4.
Mm-hmm.
You're using the Castle system, obviously. You're using the CMAX motor mount. You're using a CMAX crossmember, the old non-available LRT1 transmission, which was his fault that it got developed anyway, which we developed for Bronco build, right?
Yep, that's right. Yep.
And then TM8 axles.
Oh yeah, that's right. TM8 axles. So that's something that I didn't have when I came up here. I'm like, I don't have axles, Chris. Do you have axles? He's like, oh, I just happen to have a pair of leaf spring TM8 axles. So I slammed all that together and threw them on. Right. And the axles, if anybody questions the durability or strength of what they're sinistered nylon, right?
Sintered nylon,
Axles, the TM8 axles, or the new the TMX, which is coming out.
The new ones are coming out.
So these axles, those are a sinistered nylon, sintered, basically plastic axle. The GCM makes, developed in-house, and if you think those aren't durable, well, just watch the videos.
Yeah, pretty crazy. So this thing went together kind of on, he says 4 hours, but he must have been asleep for half of that. Here's the time lapse. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I think we condensed this down to, I think it's like 10 to 1 or 20 to 1 or something. The app that we use for this is actually called Time-lapse, and we just set it up on the phone, and it clicks away as we go, and it's pretty cool. Have a watch of the time-lapse after this. Thanks for taking the time to check out the rig review. If you have any questions, post in the comments below, because we actually read them and we care about what you have to say. Go build yourself a fast Blazer.
Or something fast. We all crawl.
Surprisingly fun, I must admit. I didn't build this one fast enough, but I might build another fast truck.
Oh, good. Well, don't show it to me, and then I won't have to copy it. Tiny trucks, guys.
Bye-bye. This is like the dead space on a video where nobody likes dead space on a video. But we can't get started because Rob's playing on his phone.
My buddy wanted to know how big the smallmouth bass was I caught yesterday or the day before. It was big. Big. For smallmouth. I mean, it was over 4 pounds, but it was really wide, so I think it was 5 pounds. It's big.
Oh look, here's a picture.